All right, in this video here, we're going to talk about, can you sell every single thing you get out of a storage unit online? The last video I did, well, not the last video, a few videos ago, I made a video talking about how, some of the kind of, myths or, kind of misleading or kind of wrong things that, people put in their videos that makes people think in the storage auction business they can do it a certain way, and just things that, at least in my opinion, were going to be very difficult to do and make it very difficult to succeed in the storage auction business. And one of those was, I talked about how sometimes they make it seem like just selling everything online, selling everything on eBay or whatnot. And somebody in the comments said that I was wrong, that you could sell everything, that they had a huge eBay channel and you could sell everything on eBay. And theoretically, yes. And this is not to pick on them. It just brought up, kind of a question in my mind that I know people might have, or, just another question, I might be able to answer. But theoretically, yes, you can sell everything online, whether that's eBay or you might consider putting something on Marketplace online. I'm not really talking about putting something on Marketplace or Craigslist and having them come to you and buy it. I'm talking about when people start talking about putting everything on eBay, putting everything on whatnot, putting everything on Amazon and selling it and shipping it. Theoretically, yes, you can do that. You could put anything and everything on there for the most part. Not everything, literally. Some things you cannot literally sell on eBay. But you could, if you wanted to just make lots of junk, you could. If you wanted to sell a microwave that wasn't, in the best shape, that like a microwave I would put $5 or $10 here on the store, I mean, you could sell that on eBay, but it'd be kind of crazy to be selling like a $5 microwave on eBay and shipping this big old thing. It just doesn't make any sense. So yes, you could do it, but it's not reality as far as buying storage units. Now, if you're picking, yes, everything that you pick, you can sell online because you are picking stuff to sell online. But I'm specifically talking about buying storage units. When you buy storage units, you get anything and everything. Now, if you just buy one storage unit once in a blue moon, you're buying a little 5x10 or smaller, maybe you could try to sell everything online. But I'm talking about buying a lot of units, full-time, buying big units, because there's so many things. You get a ton of clothes. Are you going to sell, basic, clothes that have a lot of wear, clothes that, are ugly, clothes that are not name brand? Are you going to sell all that on eBay? You could make big lots and sell it, but that's just going to be crazy. You're going to work yourself to death, listing and shipping all this stuff for small amounts of money. It just doesn't make sense. You've got to come up with a plan and a way to move that stuff in ways that are physical. You've got to either take it to the flea market, have a garage sale, have a store, or sell that to someone else that is going to, to do those things. Like here, I sell all the clothes out front for $1, besides the few things I pull out to put in our auction. And to think that I'm going to sell all those clothes, because I mean, we sell, as long as it doesn't stink, torn up, have holes, just have big stains all over it, I throw it all out there, even stuff that people, might have some wear to it, because I sell it so cheap out there. So we sell tons and tons of clothes, hundreds of pieces all the time. If I get a unit that has 1,000 pieces of clothing in it, I'm going to sell, as long as it's not nasty, I'm going to sell eventually all the clothing. Now, it might get down to the end and there's a few odd pieces that, I run a free sell, or not sell, but, I just give it away for free, because they're just not, gets down to the nitty gritty and stuff that just nobody wants. And then another thing, like this mattress right here. I sell mattresses all the time. This is a used mattress, but it's in good shape. I don't even know if you can sell mattresses on eBay. I've never even thought about looking at used mattresses on there. I don't know, maybe you can, but I just know that's something that's difficult to sell on eBay. You can sell furniture on eBay. Typically it's local pickup only is the way most people sell it though. But it's very difficult because people want to look at it in person. They want to see all the wear. They want to, open and close the drawers, and it's just hard to sell this stuff online. So that's what I was saying. I was like, not that you literally can't, but there's just so much stuff that is very, very difficult, and it's gonna be so time consuming, as far as listing and shipping. It's just not gonna be worth it. So I know there's, like I said, there's always a what if. There's always a million ways to do it. There's a lot of ways to skin a cat. There's everybody's situation is different in different areas. You can do it different ways, but in my opinion, once again, and that's from buying tons and tons of units, and big units, big whole entire house units, not just buying one every now and then. I bought several thousand units, and majority of those, I rarely buy a small unit. Most of them are 10 by 10 or bigger. So it's a ton of stuff. And see all this stuff here? We sell all this stuff. This is called our dig area. Everything starts at $5 and $3, and it starts to go all the way down to the very end. Whatever's left, we get rid of for free. And we sell everything from a box of coat hangers over here. This stack of just plates, it's not a complete set. A blanket, blankets, this dog leash, little teacups, helmet. If you come over here, olive oil, restroom cleaner, a little Days Till Christmas sign, this little Frozen watch, a little bell, I mean, on and on. I mean, it's just going to be hard to sell this basic clear vase online. But if you throw all this stuff away or just get rid of it all, you're missing out on a lot of the money that you can make with storage units. If you don't want to sell all that stuff, that's fine, but you're not gonna be able to buy storage units consistently and consistently make money if you don't sell all that stuff. This is just what I'm trying to explain. If you're wanting to pick, it's gonna be very difficult, and you say, I'm only gonna pick the good stuff out and sell that. You're gonna do so much work moving, because see all this stuff here? All this came out of like 1 or 2 units. And we've already done the sale for 2 days, so we've already sold a ton of stuff out here. This was jam-packed, stacked up, and we've sold a ton of stuff. So instead of all this stuff here that I am selling and making money off, you're still going to have to move it out of the unit and do something with it. You're either going to throw it away or donate it, or give it to somebody. That's going to be a lot of time and effort, but you do that all the time, and you're going to get tired of moving all this stuff with nothing in return. So that's all I'm saying, is to think that you're going to just sell everything online, or you're only going to pick the stuff out of the units that you're going to sell online. It's going to be so difficult to do, to do that over and over again and turn that into a full-time living, turn that into a business, turn that into, how you make money. It's just, if you're not selling everything, you're not going to make the money you can, and you're just going to be wasting time and energy moving this stuff. You know how many units I've gotten where, I'm talking about a big unit, 20-foot unit, packed full, and 95% of it comes right over here, and I sell for $5 or less, or a bunch of it's clothing. And then I have a couple pieces of furniture out there that are junk furniture, but I'm able to put $5 or $10 on because they're usable to someone, or someone can repair it. But selling project furniture online, very difficult. And it wouldn't be worth it to sell a dresser for $5. And a lot of times it's not worth selling at all, but I've got plenty of space in here, so I can set it out and I can sell it, and I can get $5 instead of having to haul it to the dump, or and then it ends up costing me about $5 by the time I pay the dump fee, my gas, and my time getting there. So once again, if you're gonna buy storage units, then you think you're gonna sell everything online, there's always an exception. Somebody's going to say, I do it, I made it work. It's like, but it's just, I just don't see it. I just don't see you being able to do that consistently if you're actually buying a lot of units, and and you're consistently doing that, and you're making money, and you're building a business that's sustainable buying storage units. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, have any comments, if you want to put down in the comments that I'm wrong again, and that you can sell every single thing online and that's how you're going to do it, then go for it. If you want to show me evidence that you're doing that, you're literally putting everything in a storage unit and you're selling it online, let me see, make a video about it, show me. I don't care. You don't have to do that, but I'm just not going to buy that you can literally do that with storage units, sell every single thing online. And all I was pointing out that some people are making it seem like you can, and giving people the idea that that's how you can build your business, is buying units and just having a big eBay store. You can have a massive eBay store. You can sell a ton of stuff online, but there's so much stuff that you can't, and that's just part of the storage auction business. It's high volume, And a lot of that high volume is everyday regular stuff, junk items, but you can make a lot of money off of junk. You can make so much money selling junk. I mean literal junk. Beat up stuff, rusty stuff, broken stuff, stuff that needs repair. And that is part of the storage auction business that people don't want to talk about, or they want to gloss over, or they want to act like they're not going to do. They're going to be different. They're only going to sell the good stuff. And it's just not realistic, in my opinion. And my opinion is based off of buying thousands of storage units, you know, for last, you know, over a decade now. Anyways, that's it for this video. Y'all have a good one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. Y'all have a good one.